All right, we're going into back of the house here, so please watch your step. And I hope you're bonded.
Has this always been offices back in here?
Originally, back in the day, it was actually at the stables.
Okay.
So the horses, this was the horse entrance. They'd come through here, back into the crystal room, and then that was the men's entrance, whereas the ladies' entrance was behind where the front desk is. There were extra wide doors to accommodate their hoop skirts and to avoid being able to hear the dirty men talk. I'll give you a little bit of a point, and I don't know, from an action shot, but right behind you here, this is my office, and I tend to work a fair amount into the evening, although the most significant experience I've had here was only around 8 p.m. at night. I was sitting here working, and all of a sudden I heard on the window just boom, 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 and it was just repeatedly tapping. And that was coming from that room right over there. And so I stood up from my desk, I ran into the room. The moment I crossed the threshold of the door, it stopped. Now, on the other side of that window out there is a courtyard. And what's curious about that is that there's padlocks and very tall fences on this side of the courtyard, and there's a door to an engineering area on this side. I immediately called engineering. They were up in the guest rooms. Nobody else really has the keys to that individual part of the facility. So I was a little bit startled, and so I came back into my office and sat down, and that's when I heard the typing. And that is in the room straight across from me, which is next door here. And so again, just as I crossed the threshold of the door, the typing stopped. I went over to the desk. I kind of shook on the desk a little bit to see if it was a vibration. It wasn't. I really tried to do anything I could to simulate the sound, and it absolutely was very clear in my mind that it was typing. So I put my fingers on the typewriter just to mimic the sound. That's exactly what it was. I probably heard typing about 20 times over the past 3 years. But that was my first one, which was immediately following a very loud pounding on the window that I just could not explain. And anyone that would have had access to that area just wasn't around.
How did you feel?
That was scary. And it was dark, and it's similar to how it is now that only my office light was on, all the other lights were off. We conserve energy here.